All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our September webinar. Some of you guys are still kind of trailing in, but for starters, this is Andrea Valenzuela. I am Director of Operations and Sales for VRM, and I was introduced last month. So if you haven't gotten a chance to speak with me or meet with me, I will be contacting you shortly, making my rounds with all of the VRM customers. But I did want to mention our thoughts and prayers are with all of our customers out there who are dealing with the hurricane in Florida. Obviously, probably most of those customers are not on this call this month, but if you listen to it on the recording, our thoughts and our prayers are thinking about you guys. I hope everyone's staying safe out there. But for those of you who are on the call today and actually with us, thank you so much for joining. Today, we are speaking about reputation management and why it's vital for your business. And we have a guest speaker on today by the name of Megan Gregory. She is over our SEO and our marketing services department. So I want to welcome her this afternoon. She's going to be talking all about reputation management and why it's vital for your business. So I'm going to actually kick it over to her and let her do her thing. Thank you guys so much for joining today. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Andrea. And thanks everyone for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us today. And I'm excited to talk to you about reputation management and why it's important. I'm just going to see why. Okay, there we go. What we're going to cover today is obviously what online reputation management is, why it's important, 5 key factors, 3 pillars of reputation management, a few myths, and then we'll just wrap it up in a conclusion. And if there are any questions that you guys have, please feel free to use the Q&A section, and we will address those at the end if they haven't already been answered as we go through the slides. So first off, what is reputation management? And this is essentially a service where you monitor, measure, and manage your online presence. And it's very important, especially with competitive landscapes and local businesses, because you really want to make sure that you know what your guests are saying and what your competition is saying. And this also allows you to proactively monitor and manage positive and negative reviews. So this can be broken down into 2 segments. One is you want to be proactive and manage your customer's perception. And you also want to be able to determine how your customers perceive your business when they find you. So customer review sites like Google and social sites can influence a consumer's purchase decision. And that's obviously going to have a direct impact on your sales. And so you want to maintain a positive reputation, but this also goes into your search engine rankings as well, because they do actually work hand in hand. So your organic ranking obviously is crucial, because if you're not on the first page or second page of Google, you're just not going to be found. People don't search past the second page, and having positive reviews helps your SEO, because that provides genuine content and fresh content and a unique experience from your guests. And search engines like Google, Bing, and Yahoo really look at this just as much as SEO. And so that's why they really go hand in hand, and why it's imperative that you focus on SEO and you focus on having good remarks and rapport with your online presence. And then you also really need to pay attention to social media presence. And even though it's good to be on as many social platforms as possible, you can pick a few and really maintain that presence, because people are going to look at your reviews, then they're going to go to your social sites and really try to gauge what that experience is going to be for them. So those are a few reasons why it's important, but you can see here with some of these facts that 87% of consumers read reviews online before they even make a decision. And 79% of online users actually trust these reviews just as much as a personal recommendation from a friend or family. And this is really speaking to how many people get business, and that's through word of mouth. 63% of online users have written a positive review, and it's actually not that difficult to get those people to write a review if you ask them. And 90% of consumers report that positive reviews make them more likely to use a business. So again, getting those reviews is crucial. 71% of independent travelers related bookings online, which I'm sure you're all aware of this. And online reviews report that 71% of searches for hotels, planes, and cars happen, they look and then they book. And as you all know, that providing great customer service will make it easier for people to give positive reviews and feedback. So 5 key factors in online reviews comes down to the total number of reviews or the lack thereof, average star rating, age of reviews, and how you respond to those reviews, and the overall sentiment of what customers are saying and how you are responding to them. And you don't need 100 reviews, but you do need reviews, because if your competitors have reviews and you don't, even if they have a few negative reviews, based on the stats and consumer behavior, they'll go with a company that has reviews over somebody who doesn't. And you can see here that the ones that have reviews are going to be placed up in the local pack before ones that don't. And 70% of customers will write a review if you simply ask them. And so with VRM's reputation management service, we reach out to every past guest to ask them for a review. And this also helps with getting testimonials too, that you can share on your website. Obviously, they're on Google, and you can share on your social sites as well. And what this also does is it allows you an opportunity to handle negative reviews before they get posted online. And this also builds trust with your customers, because it shows that you care and that you're willing to make necessary changes to provide the optimal experience for your guests. So the 3 pillars of reputation management are obviously you're going to review and monitor. You want to track all your reviews, mentions on your business, including your competitors, because you may be seeing something that you do better than your competitors, and then you can showcase this. So that will attract more customers and bookings. Again, you want to try to limit and prevent negative reviews by being proactive and sending them either a survey or a questionnaire, and then working this with them. And a lot of times that will also engage them to write a positive review, which then helps you get more 5-star reviews and happy guests. So responding to reviews, how you respond can turn the situation around. And it's important that you respond quickly. So it's estimated that by having 1 negative review can impact your sales by $750 to $3,000 annually if you don't respond. And by responding to them directly shows the potential customer that you're willing to listen and make changes. So not all negative reviews have to be bad. You can change that situation and turn it around. It's also important to ask the guests to write a review, good and bad reviews. It doesn't matter, because you can then change that bad review into a good review, and it builds trust with your customers and have repeat customers and get more new customers. You also want to flag any reviews that are fake. So there are times when either your competitors or just some malicious individual wants to write a fake review, and you want to be able to, that you defend your business by flagging these. So a few myths about reputation management. And one is having no reputation is better than having a bad review. And this is just not the case, because if you've been in business any length of time and you don't have a review, people will wonder why, and it creates suspicion. It's expensive and time consuming. For a business owner, it can be very daunting to think about monitoring your social sites, posting, getting reviews, tracking down your customers, sending out those emails and surveys. But we make that very easy for you, so you don't even have to worry about that. And again, this is a very simple measure that can actually also increase your organic rankings. And obviously, which we just spoke about, is fake reviews. You don't want someone posting negative fake reviews, and you definitely don't want to be posting fake reviews in a positive light on your behalf, because they're easy to spot, and it's just going to make you, it's just going to come out wrong at the end of the game. So you definitely don't want to do that. And so the 10 tips to having a good online reputation and getting SEO value and increasing your social following is, you want to, first of all, which I'm sure you all do, is aim to provide quality service. And that goes, without saying. You have happy customers, they're going to want to write a review, and they're going to want to tell their friends and family. And by sending review requests, this makes it very easy for them. They just have to open their email and either hit a link, and they can provide you your star rating and a testimonial. And this also goes to lend with the SEO. You really want to be on Google's first page so that you are found and you can beat your competition. And you want to monitor all relevant review sites. And that goes with Yelp and Google and Facebook and your social sites as well. And engaging with your guests, good and bad, shows that you care, and it builds trust. And treating negative feedback as a way to improve. So you can actually use this and gain insight, whether they had issues with their booking, or if they had issues with any type of timing or communications. You can use this as areas for improvement. And you want to flag again any negative comments that you see. That is crucial as well, because you just don't want people saying fake negative things, and you don't want that to impact your business. So making sure your business information is accurate on different sites, such as your local business, that's huge, because if you have the wrong number, the wrong address, or anything is inaccurate, that could cause frustration for future guests. And you want to keep track of your competitors. You want to see what they're doing, how you can make improvements based on that, see what their market share is, and then you do similar things to get yourself in front of your competitors. And this also means staying active on social media. So again, we also offer social media monitoring and posting so that you can stay on brand and get more views and connect to your website and your blogs. So that's kind of the basics of online reputation management. And it is there is a lot that goes into it, but it doesn't have to be time consuming for you because you have so many other things to be concerned about and worried about and focusing on your guests' experiences. So with that, does anyone have any questions? Okay, it does.
Doesn't look like we have any Q&A. Megan, real quick, just while we're waiting, if anyone has any questions while we're going through this last final bit, can you just explain a little bit more about the reputation management services for our customers that we offer, and how they can get connected with us if they're interested?
Sure. So we do offer SEO services. We offer paid advertising services, obviously reputation management, social media, posting, blogging services. We also offer email marketing services. So we do have forms on our website, which will go directly to Andrea and myself, and we will set up a meeting with you. We will figure out what your needs are. We can do some initial reports so that way we can see what would be the best fit for you and get you started. And if you already are using our services, it's very easy then to branch out and use any of these additional add-ons as well.
Thank you. So it's interesting because I've recently booked a couple trips, and when you were talking about reputation management in regards to reviews and looking at when someone books, and I can honestly say that my most recent booking to New York, I was looking at reviews and on Airbnb, and I had the exact situation where I saw a new listing on Airbnb that didn't have any reviews at all, and I completely bypassed it. The next one I looked at actually had a negative review. Its most recent review actually was a negative review, right? And I read the review, and then I read the previous reviews below it. But the host actually responded to the negative review and said, thank you so much for your review. Apparently there was like a leak above the bed or something like that, and it made the place kind of like muggy or something like that. I don't know. And he responded and said, it's now been fixed. Everything is good. Thank you so much for your feedback. And I actually ended up booking that location. So because I saw that it was resolved, I was like, okay, like this, all the other reviews are good. And he addressed this one. So it actually did impact my decision to move forward on the booking. So it's really interesting. I just wanted to give an actual personal incident from that happening. And I'm sure some of you on the call have also had that same instance, but thinking about that in regards to your own customers, right, is super important.
Right, exactly. And so, for example, I will look at reviews, and the numbers and stats show that, like, even if you have 1 or 2 negative reviews, but you respond, it changes a guest's opinion, because most people are realistic and they know that if you had all 100% 5-star good reviews, that's unrealistic. So they're going to expect to see someone not being fully 100% happy, but how you respond can change that. And also by responding to positive feedback is great, because it shows that you're responsive. If you don't have any reviews or you're not responsive at all, guests are not going to want to continue or do business with you, because then if they have any concerns, how are they going to be addressed? So it really goes to show how you handle your business. So it's the first way that you are going to present to future customers what it's going to be like staying at your resorts and vacation homes.
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, if we don't have any questions today, Megan, I just want to thank you so much for being our guest speaker today and having so much knowledge around this service. I really appreciate you jumping on. And again, guys, if you have any questions and you want to ask us directly, you can go to our website, fill out a form for VRM marketing services, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you again, you guys, for joining this month's webinar, and we will see you next month.
Thank you all.